Alright, so how are all cancers doing? This is David, and I am here with Tarot and Astrology for All, doing your monthly reading for the next 28 to 31 days. Of course, keep in mind that this energy can shift from this month into the next month and kind of still play itself out. So these readings are not date specific. There could be something, a year from now that you can pick up from this video alone. So don't limit yourself to just videos you see coming out now. Go ahead and look at various other videos that I've had posted for cancers, and those videos might actually play some part in what's going on in your lives right now. Everybody's going through different cycles, and these cycles, they happen on a grander scale for each of the signs, but each of the signs kind of follow the same suit throughout the time that the energy is expressing itself whenever they feel that energy. So, alright, let's see what the universe has for Cancer for the next 28 to 31 days. Do keep in mind, guys, that on the 30th, there was a new moon, if I'm not mistaken. And new moons are usually the start of new energies, new projects, new ideas taking place, or new ideas taking root. So, um, really take a look at the projects that you guys have been working on, because it's going to be necessary for you guys to reassess them really quickly before you actually start to implement them. Alright, let's see what we have for Cancers for the next 28. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. You guys got the snake. So, okay, so this is Earth energy right here. And I do feel that you guys are trying to move towards some type of stability, overall stability. I feel like with the snake, there's a type of intelligence that sits behind it. There's a certain type of intelligence that sits inside of you. Um, One of the things that I draw from this card right here is the fact that it's the snake that's eating its own tail. Now, this is the Ouroboros from what comes to mind, and the Ouroboros, it's all about inner power. It's all about inner power that comes from intelligence and a higher sense of consciousness. Um, what I get from this is that what I get from here is, do you see this pattern? This pattern right here could be reminiscent of the Kundalini energy. Um, what I get from this pattern is, increasing your consciousness from just say this little box right here to, an even larger sense of what's going on. The events that are happening right now are meant to open up your energy, but it's meant to help you in expressing what it is that you guys have on your mind. With Mercury going, with Mercury going through Virgo right now, there's a lot of emphasis placed on, well, sixth house matters, of course. If you're looking at it from the whole sign aspect, but when we're talking about cancers, this is third house healings, and of course with third house it deals with communication, short distance communication, maybe communication with your neighbors, with your siblings, things of that nature. And with Virgo, you guys are focusing on the details. So um, one of the things that I get right here, as far as this card goes, and with what's happening with you guys right now, and with the planets in Virgo, is focusing on details. So with the snake, I get, the focus on details, but also the focus on the earthly matters, the focus on the material matters, and I do feel that to whatever extent, some of you guys may be focusing on uh, getting ready to buy a new house, maybe getting ready uh, to kind of settle yourselves into relationships. You guys are looking to see who it is that you guys can draw in, because when you're looking at it from that standpoint, you have Capricorn. You have Cancer for your first house if you're going from the Western astrology standpoint. Then Leo, and then Virgo, and then Libra, and then Scorpio, And right now you have Jupiter in your Western sixth house. So when it comes to Jupiter, Jupiter's expanding what you're doing on a daily basis. And I do feel that with sixth house matters playing an important role as Jupiter goes through, that there's an emphasis that's placed on getting things done on a day-to-day basis and making sure that the details are taken care of. Right now, there's a lot of emphasis placed on communication. So I want to see what ooh, look at that, Cancer. You get, ooh, the Stingray. Okay, so the Stingray. Once again, I'm drawn to these lines. I'm drawn to this pattern right here. And, you know, the if you look, take a closer look at this card, you see those colors right in the middle? Well, that's the Kundalini right there. Those are the chakras. Those are the chakras in which the energy spirals its way up. Now, I feel like you guys are feeling literally a sting, and to whatever degree, all of this it's meant to have you speak up, to have you speak what's on your mind. Um, Water element is associated with emotions, so when it comes to emotions, I feel like, ooh, look at that, the otter. The otter is also another water card, and with it being there at the bottom, I feel like there's a focus. There's a certain focus that's going on in your mind. There's a certain focus on certain things that need to be taken care of, and it's not surprising enough that that this card comes out, mainly because with the otter, there's a specific there might be a specific focus on somebody, or maybe a specific focus on a project that you might have. But I'm gonna go ahead and read what the book says about these features, and then we'll go ahead and try to see what else source passes down to me while we go through this reading. So, the guardian of the unawakened magic and creative potential. Once again, this is all about the mind. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, or our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine. Now, lying dormant at the base of the spine is right here. This is the beginning. And this is the spine for the stingray. So I believe that to whatever degree that this energy is circling its way up, and now it's beginning. Right now, you're at that point where you're biting your own tail, but that energy is going to start to circulate around. So this is good. I like how this energy is focusing on the chakras. Now, one thing I want to do mention is there's several colors that stand out to me. There's the purple right there, and then there's the blue that kind of sits like on these edges and stuff, and then of course there is the green right here that sits in this area. Now, these same colors right here are the same colors that you will find towards the top, right? You can find them towards the top of this stingray, and I feel that with this purple, this green, and this blue, the purple is reminiscent of your third eye, so I feel that your third eye is opening. Now, the blue has to do with communication, the throat chakra. And I feel that there is going to be communication of some kind, but with that green there, I feel like it's going to be communication of the heart. And what stands out the most is the white right here in the center. The white right there is reminiscent of the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is where you hold your connection to source. So in this, I feel like to whatever degree you are going to be connecting with source this month. And source, I believe, is going to be connecting with a lot of different signs, but just very specific signs in general. And I feel that to whatever degree that this energy is going to be focusing in on you. So take that how it resonates. I feel like this energy is going to be very, very auspicious for you, but it's going to be that type of energy that allows you to move forward with more confidence and allows you to be able to say what you need to say instead of bottling everything up like cancers usually like to do. So, going back to the book, um, It's the energy that lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Coiled snake, right? That's amazing. Um, Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke up or woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. There you go, Cancer. I don't even have to say it. Your Kundalini is about to awaken. There's going to be a necessary need for you to balance this energy, or else it can ruin your emotional centers, specifically the heart, the communication center, and your third eye. So really, take this. Ooh, and I'm getting goosebumps. But take this message how it resonates, Cancer, because it's very necessary that you're going to need some type of teacher and somebody to teach you how to manage this energy, how to feel it, how to know what is your intuition and what is just your own mind. So to balance this energy, you're going to have to engage in Kundalini yoga, meditation, Qigong. For you Cancers, maybe it's necessary for me to create a channel where you guys can learn how to do various different types of yoga, various different types of meditation. Maybe I'll try to look for channels that I can give you guys that you can listen to so that you can awaken your Kundalini energy and open it up in a proper format so that it doesn't overwhelm you. But go ahead and mention it down in the comments below if you want me to do such thing, and I will go ahead and look that up for you guys. When this energy is out of balance, it starts and stops many things. So to this extent, I feel like you guys, if you start something and then end it and you don't have the passion and the drive to do it anymore, I feel like that's from the inside. There's something within your heart that didn't feel it, and that's why it's not continuing any further. So I feel like it's necessary for you guys to kind of withdraw yourselves a little bit, and this is kind of for all the signs too. They have to withdraw a little bit in order to be able to uh, formulate their next steps. And I feel that for a lot of you Cancers, you guys are formulating your next steps as well. All right, now this stingray energy, we're going to go ahead and see what the stingray uh, shows. Developing confidence, a sense of self, or spine. I feel that the activation of your Kundalini is going to be evoking a lot of situations that will bring confidence to you. And like I was saying, it's about communication, so it's about speaking your mind. It's about being confident enough to say what you need to say without the fear of backlash from other people. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, what's easy, comfortable, and familiar, right? What makes us complacent, and and the new, the challenging, the uncomfortable, and the unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated, no matter the choice that is made now. And it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. So, whatever the situation is that you guys are going to be going through, it's going to be quite possibly a lifelong process, but this is something that's going to awaken your inner intuition. It's going to cause you to look at your intuition in a whole new light, and it's going to allow you to be able to trust it and to be able to move forward from that center of feeling. So, Cancers, you guys are going to have the ability to open up your energy, but also the ability to tap into that energy and be able to trust it. Be able to trust yourself and have that confidence in yourself. Because when it's in balance, you are eager and you want to grow. And everybody wants to grow. The universe wants everybody to grow. So there's that. When it's out of balance, it blames others and it quits. There's that stopping portion of it. To bring it into balance, you got to move through this discomfort. So it's very necessary for you to move through this discomfort in order for you to reach the other side, to where you reach a stronger and a better form of who you are. And you won't have to, as you guys may usually do, compromise for other people. You'll be able to stand in your own power and be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Now, one of the things that comes to mind is wobbly legs or gaining your sea legs. And when it comes to being in the ocean, you have to be very confident in being able to be out there, because there could be storms, there could be different things that are very, very dangerous. And when it comes to being in the to moving into new situations, people that are in boats that go out into the ocean, that weather is unpredictable. So it's very necessary for you to go ahead and gain your confidence before you move out into the wide, wide world. Ooh, look at that. Everything's falling now. But I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle these. Let's see what's going on for the next 28 to 31 days for Cancer. The next 28 to 31 days for Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? Man, Cancer, you guys must be having some pretty important stuff happening here soon, because these cards are not cooperating with me. And there we go. We got a jumper. Alright, so there's definitely a necessary need to plan. I don't feel like some of you guys... I do feel like maybe some of you guys are in for some bad news. Maybe some of you guys are going to be low on your passion. You guys are going to be low on your energy. There's generally going to be anxiety. There's going to be worry. But I do feel like there is a potential for growth. And I do feel like you guys are in need of this confidence. Look at that. Yeah, the King of Cups come out. And I do feel that to whatever degree, this intelligence is meant to have you guys grow emotionally. To have you take everything out that's deep from inside you, and to say what it is that you guys want to say. Because usually Cancer has trouble saying what it needs to say, and it can get caught up with all those emotions bottled up inside. But to whatever degree, it's necessary that you go through these changes, because you're going to be reaching a newfound sense of emotional stability. Um, I'm not seeing anything. Well, let's see. The King of Cups is also reminiscent of business acumen. Look at that. You guys got all sorts of cards falling out. The, the King of Cups is reminiscent of business. And when it comes to business, most people don't think of the King of Cups as a businessman, but he's got his emotions in check. He knows what he wants. He knows what his desires are. So this is what allows me to know that you guys will be heading towards a period of growth. You guys will be headed towards a period of stability on the emotional front. But before that can happen, there is this situation that you guys will need to undergo before you guys reach that emotional stability. And this is one of those situations that reminds me of what happened back in 2013 for me. I had to undergo a complete overhaul of who I thought myself was. So in the process, I learned who I was, and I became a more powerful person because of it. But I do feel like you are going to become a very, very courageous, a very, very strong, and very powerful person, because, when it comes to the Queen of Wands, she has a lot of energy. She knows what she needs to do, right? The Wands suit is about doing, and she knows what she needs to accomplish. And I do feel that to whatever degree you have the knowledge that you need to uh, create motivation for yourself, but you need to get yourself stable, and you need to know whatever it is that's going on in the situation in order to be able to overcome it successfully. It's about overcoming these problems that are going on to gain more confidence for yourself. Now, I do feel that to whatever degree, you have the decision of whether you want to try to overcome it or whether you want to try to compromise. Like I said, um, you know, just be like, okay, you know what, so and so wins. I'm not going to argue that point, but maybe it is time to argue that point. Like I said, the stingray is all about gaining your confidence and gaining your spine back. And when you compromise, you're kind of giving away your own power in order to let things happen. But at this point in time, it's not necessary to do that. You're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to fight for whatever it is that you believe in. And the King of Cups, he believes he believes fully what he feels. He believes fully what he believes, and there's nothing that's going to rock him away from what his choice is already. So, yeah, see, I do feel like you're trying to head towards stability, and you will, but I believe it was, who was it, Leo that I told? It's going to be necessary that you don't let it go to your head. The King of Pentacles, he can be arrogant, he can be bullheaded. You're going to have to listen to, to certain messages that may come in. They might not be favorable. However, don't let it rock your stability. Don't let it pull you off kilter. Focus on meditation, because this is what's going to help keep you calm, and it's going to help keep you still like a pond. So I want to go ahead and see what other cards will come out for you guys. Oh, look at that. You guys, okay, so this ability not to move forward, or this inability to move forward with passion, it has something to do with a relationship for you guys. Since the Lovers came out, I do believe that this relationship has something to do with a close relationship. It could be something having to do with love. It could be something having to do with the soulmate. But more specifically, this is about an intimate relationship or a love relationship in general. Now, let's see. Okay. So, Seven of Wands almost fell out. I have a feeling like this does have something to do with communicating, or uh, having to say and stand your ground within a relationship. But we'll go ahead and see if this card actually comes out again, and we'll see what's going on. I will go ahead and draw a quick relationship spread for you guys to see what's going on in your relationships, and to see what's coming in for those, and maybe have some clarification in that for this next month that's going to be coming. This cycle is very necessary uh, to fix this issue, because your emotional stability and your ability to make money, right? The King of Pentacles that I was telling you about, it's all based on your emotional stability. If you don't have that emotional stability, if you don't have that spine, if you don't gain that download, or if you don't take the steps that are necessary in order to raise your Kundalini, so that you can trust your intuition, or that you can start trusting your intuition, you're not going to have that opportunity come to you. But this opportunity is being handed to you by the divine. So it would behoove you guys to go ahead and make the changes that are necessary. Look at that. Two cards came out. So deep down, I have a feeling that you do know, to some degree. You have an intuitive sense, because the High Priestess came out in the upright, and this is standing right underneath, clarifying the Queen of Wands. To whatever degree, I know that all of you Cancers have to push forward, right? You guys are listening to these intuitive messages, or at least trying to listen to, and you're trying to walk this middle road. I feel some of you guys might be questioning, what your intuition is trying to tell you. But look at, you got the Five of Wands right underneath the Five of Swords. Are you going to just lay down and let, things happen and not stand in your power? Or are you going to remove yourself from this kind of thinking, because it's affecting the way that you guys are uh, trying to go about things? This is one of those influences that you guys really need to take a look at, in a sense that you guys really do need to stand up for yourselves. And all of these cards are just kind of echoing whatever it is that I was just saying. In the Queen, or the Knight of Wands almost fell out, so something, you might need to make a move away from a person. But let's see if it comes up. Let's see. Clarify this King of Pentacles for us, universe, and tell us what Cancers have going. Oh, okay. So, okay. So I feel that, to whatever extent, this period of stability and clarifying I have the Strength card in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the upright. The stability that you guys are trying to head towards, you know, this is something that you guys will have to be looking out on or looking for, and it's because you guys are lacking strength. This Leo energy that just recently passed by, it was necessary for you guys to encompass this energy. And why? Because look, you guys have the Lion right there. See it? Right on the Queen of Wands, right up at the top right here. You guys have the Lion. So this is hinging upon speaking your truth, having the courage, being able to say what you need to say, and being able to do what you need to do. And of course, look at this. Leo or the Lion came out of the reverse. So, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You know, you guys are going through a period where you guys are probably questioning yourselves, questioning your motives, questioning your intuition. But it's not necessary for you to question your guys' intuition because this is a time when you guys are supposed to be stepping up. As I said, you guys are supposed to be getting rid of of uh, these regrets, whatever regrets you guys might hold, because you guys have to move forward. Everybody has to move forward, and all of these changes that are going on are meant to make you more intuitive, but it's also meant to make you more confident in yourself. One of the things that the Queen of Wands stands for is intuitiveness. Not intuitiveness as the same as the High Priestess, but this is more of a gut feeling. This is following those those messages that come in right away. It's not necessarily anything having to do uh, with full intuitive mysteries. This has to do more with trusting your gut instinct. So I do feel that because the Nine of Pentacles came in the reverse, you guys will have to get rid of these feelings of inadequacy. You guys will have to get rid of these feelings of not being worthy enough, and you guys will have to get over these feelings of regret. It's necessary in order for uh, these new financial opportunities to come through. Now, I will go ahead and go into relationships because I feel like it's necessary for you guys to have this reading very quickly so that you guys can have what you need in order to move forward. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Um, I do feel like this is more of yourself rather than like the relationship. So I'm just gonna do a quick relationship spread, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move into the advice spread so that you guys can have uh, a decent idea of what it is that you guys will be expecting for the next 28 to 31 days. All right. So your energy, you already know you have to do the hard work easily enough. You know you're gonna have to do the hard work, and to whatever degree, you guys may be, wanting to return back to a place of home, your home feeling, your home life, but you guys will have to enter into a state of training. I do feel like some of you guys may be going to work soon. Some of you guys may be receiving a job through a relationship of some kind, but regardless, you guys know that you guys have to go through the hard work. I feel that to whatever degree the person that you're dealing with is already releasing themselves from whatever it is that's going on. This could be somebody that you're talking to right now, or somebody who you may have been talking to, a relationship that you may have been in, a relationship that may have required some spine. But I do feel that to whatever degree, this other person may be releasing themselves from it. Now, um, let's see. Let's see what this part or what this work deals with. I'm gonna draw one more card for each side just to clarify. Oh, look at that! You can't make this stuff up, guys. The Strength card came out with the Eight of Pentacles. All of this mastery, all of these things that are happening to you guys, is to build strength within yourself. Because the idea that I'm getting here is that you guys are doubting yourself. You guys are doubting your abilities. You guys are doubting um, whether you have the ability to hold yourself up stable. And once again, this goes back to growing your sea legs, you know, and uh, whatever the situation or this relationship that you guys were in, it was necessary to build that strength. And look at, you can't make this stuff up. Whatever was going on in this other relationship over here, you guys were not having any forward movement. They were not planning any forward movement. They were already getting over the situation. While on your side, there's a necessary need to focus uh, on whatever it is that you need to do to build strength. So this is awesome. Now, it was necessary for you guys to toss out this old relationship or this relationship that you guys might currently be in because it's draining you of your ability to move forward. So let's see if we can get some more information. Ooh, look at that. So you're 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 in a time where you're going to be celebrating soon, and um, this energy, it's well, let's see. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, so there is going to be communication coming from this other person soon. Um, I do feel like maybe they feel like communication is going to come from you too, but to whatever degree, it does feel like this communication is going to cause some joy for you, and this communication is going to it's going to cause that growth that you need. Now, that communication, there's a certain mastery that's going to come from this communication for you guys, and I feel that to whatever degree this communication is necessary because you guys have been wanting to hear good news for a while, and I do feel like maybe there is going to be a little bit of like bad news within this communication, but overall, it's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you grow. So yeah, see, I have the feeling it's going to make you a little bit angry, maybe a little bit tyrannical, maybe a little bit. Um, it's going to bring out that crabby cancer, but to whatever degree, um, I have a feeling that maybe it's going to be bad news surrounding a relationship. Maybe it's not going to be favorable news, but this is something that you will have to hear in order to grow those sea legs. These sea legs, I do feel like they are connected to growing your strength, growing your confidence, growing uh, your personal energy that you're going to be moving forward with. So I want to draw just one card for the outcome. Well, yeah, I'm going to draw one card for the outcome on each side, uh, the outcome of each person, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so you're in a period of resting. You're in a period of going home. The universe has answered your prayers, Cancer. So do keep that in mind. Also, these issues that attack your head, your heart, and maybe even your physical being, I feel like these are necessary in order to have you rest, so that you can listen to this intuition that the universe is trying to like pass on to you. This message, there's it's clear indication that there's a message coming in. This person might be rushing in pretty soon. Um, I won't give it a time frame, but it'll be very, very soon when this person's going to be coming in. And, you know, yeah, see, you're supposed to go deep inside. You're supposed to take everything that you've learned so far and everything that's going to be happening within this next month, and you're supposed to assimilate it into yourself. You're supposed to learn from this. You're supposed to gain intelligence. You're supposed to activate your kundalini. So the only way you can activate that kundalini is by going inside, is by meditating, is by resting. And both these cards right here are saying that exact same message. So it's very, very necessary for you guys to enter into a state of meditation, and just so that you have the ability to um, to go through this and to activate your third eye. Now, this other person has been weighing the give and take. They've probably been trying to balance things out, but they may have been taking more than they were giving. This could be somebody coming in to give you not just information, but also the ability to give you uh, some financial relief or some financial gain of some sort, or maybe they give you something that has the ability uh, to help you out financially. So yeah, see, you guys have three. You guys have growth. So I do feel that you guys need to plan for whatever it is that's coming. But the only way that you can plan is if you have a clear idea of what it is that's going to be happening. So that's very good. I do feel like you guys will have some competition, right? But to whatever degree, you guys will be coming out of this very, very wise. You guys will be coming out of this very, very open-minded and awoken, and you guys are going to have the most positive time of your life here within the next month because you guys are going through this huge transformation. Oh, look at this! So we had the frog come out, and this is all about cleansing. This is all about rejuvenation. The frog usually tells the person to go near water, to go by water, whether it's a stream, whether it's a lake, whether it's an ocean, to rebalance that water energy. And of course, the tarantula is of the air element. I mean, of the fire element. And the tarantula, to me, it it tells a lot. The tarantula is a creature that's drawn to vibrations, and I feel like you are being drawn to people who will help you to open up your third eye, but to people who will help to open up your kundalini energy so that you can start trusting your feelings more. Now, I want to go real quick into the book to give you the energy of the frog and to give you the energy of the tarantula, and then from there we will go ahead and end this with some advice moving into the next 28 to 31 days for you guys. So please bear with me here. It's the frog is about clearing, cleansing, and healing. So the frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly, right? No matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, and that tends to happen for the cancer energy because they tend to nurture other people so much and not themselves. Um, but it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care, and this is where that meditation, this is where the yoga and everything will come in handy for you guys. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. To balance out this energy, go by a lake, by a river, by an ocean, a bathhouse, a sauna, somewhere where there's water. Because when you're out of balance, you're depleted and you're running on empty. Like I said, you give too much and you don't have enough to give or for yourself. But when you're in balance, this energy will be clear and it's gonna have a certain enthusiasm for life. So look at you guys got the shark at the bottom of the deck right now. So this energy, which is right next to the frog, it talks about directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. So this is about expressing what you really have inside of you. All of this stuff just echoes the energy that you guys are moving into right now, but the energy that's going to be exhibited during these next 28 to 31 days. Now, the shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. The card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. This is that inner tension that you guys have within you. Shark energy takes over when when we are hesitant, to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want to say. This is beautiful because it's focusing a lot around the communication that you guys are going to be needing to express. But you guys cannot express this unless you go into yourselves, until you go deep within yourselves, deep within this fourth house energy that you guys occupy and express so much. And It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us, right? That's very, very powerful. To bring it into to bring it into honesty, to bring it into balance, you have to be honest. You have to say what it is that you need to say, express what you need to express. Because when it's out of balance, it's sneaky and it's very destructive, and that could ruin whatever opportunities you guys have coming towards you. When it's in balance, it's intriguing, captivating, mysterious, and this is the energy that's going to draw in, what you guys need for this next month. And of course, this will draw in the kind of person that will kind of hit you unawares. And maybe this person has been circling you already, or has been sniffing you out. Has tasted the blood in the water, and it might be moving in for a kill. And if it's not them, this new person, it might actually be you. You guys might actually be gaining some kind of like comfortableness with the energy that you guys are going to be moving into. And like a shark, you guys are going to be moving in for the kill, which is very, very powerful. It's very, very. It brings goosebumps to me, guys. It brings goosebumps to me. So this is very, very powerful energy. The shark, once it moves with a speed that is unrivaled when it comes to creatures of the water. They're meant for hunting in ocean or in large bodies of water. And I do feel that you guys are going to be moving into a large arena, so to speak. Yeah, see, there is a necessary need to plan ahead. There's a necessary need for you to know what it is that you want before you go out and get it. You know, uh, I I probably should have ended this like 20 minutes ago because everything's just been repeating itself. But it's very necessary for you guys to hear this over and over again. I was once told that you have to hear something or see something 5 times before you can assimilate it into your mind. So maybe it's necessary for you guys to hear this message um, several times during this video, but maybe even come back to this video halfway through the month to see if anything becomes clear, because you never know. You have the North Node going through your sign right now, so there is a necessary need for you guys to nurture yourselves, to nurture who you are, and to nurture what it is that you believe in. It's necessary because the energy that's opposing you is the ability to build, and you guys have to know who you can trust before you can build with them. Also, the universe advises you not to follow the established norm. This is a time when Uranus is going through Taurus, and you know, this is your 10th house. This is your 11th house. So this is all about your social status, about putting yourself out in the world. Being able to market yourself. But it's also about what's transformative for you. Transformative dreams, and new awareness is coming through by delving into higher education. Generally Jupiter being in your sixth house is about everyday things and big changes in your everyday world, but it's also about the ninth house matters that you guys have with Aries in your ninth house and your ability to push forward towards your dreams and things of that nature. Now, with the Page of Pentacles coming out, I do feel like you guys are going to have to plan ahead. You guys will have to move forward with confidence, but before you guys can move forward with confidence, you guys have to go deep within yourself, like I've been saying. Now, it's very necessary for you guys to fight for what you believe in, to stand your ground, to hold your position this month, because there's going to be a lot of situations that are going to be attacking who you feel you are and how much power you have. But the transformational energy that's going on right now, it's going to be mind blowing. And with that tarantula, I do feel like you guys are going to be feeling your situations out. And ooh, you know what? I forgot to read the tarantula, but I will go ahead and read it right now because I do feel that you're going to have to be emotionally stable. You're going to have to work on yourself, right? With the three cups in the reverse, you guys are going to have to work on yourselves. Now, let's see what this tarantula energy is about, because I do feel like whatever I just said right now is connected to the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Now, you're at a crossroads and claiming life's purpose. So, like I said, it's not a surprise that all these cards are talking about gaining confidence, but also about becoming intelligent to know where you're moving. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. Like I said, life-changing experiences right now. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. There goes that energy from the otter. Now, in order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula, hovers patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. So, like I said, this energy that's been sitting here, it's all about not just having to say or express what you need to express, but it's also about um, choosing this decision that needs to be made. And of course, with the two right here, there is a decision that you're clinging on to that you haven't made yet, but it requires for you to look long-term purpose into what's going on in your life and how you're going to build it. You're going to have to stick up for yourself, Cancer, because this is one of those situations where it's no longer necessary for you to stick to the status quo. Like I said, the Hierophant is bringing these changes uh, in a way that you can look forward to your life where you don't have to plan so much uh, around what you've done so far. And this is allowing you to step out of your comfort zone. So when it's in balance, you'll be able to follow your intuition. Like I said, the uh, the appearance of the High Priestess behind the Queen of Wands, it's all about knowing intuitively what you have to do in order to make life work for yourself. When it's out of balance, it hesitates and it over intellectualizes things. And I know for a lot of cancers, they're doing that. But, Saturn can help you into making a schedule and to bring it into balance. Something like daily journaling can be very useful for you guys. So, regardless of what you guys do this month, the focus is on increasing your intelligence, increasing your ability to learn more, maybe higher education. But it's also about creating that self-confidence and creating the spine for yourself so that you can do whatever you need to do in order to overcome this challenge that's going on for the purpose of building your self-confidence and building your strength. So this concludes our reading for you for the sign of Cancer for the next 28 to 31 days. I hope that this information is very helpful for you guys, and I hope that this information can help in the necessary need to rebuild your self-confidence and to move forward with intelligence and with passion and with courage and with strength. So I hope this message resonates for you. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. And also hit that notification bell that appears right next to the subscription button once you've hit it. And be on the lookout for any new videos that come out. These videos, I'm going to go ahead and change the captions or the descriptions for the other videos because this energy right here, to me, feels like it's just for your sun sign and your rising sign. So if you need to watch the rising sign for any other videos or for any other signs, please look out for those videos and make sure to hit that notification bell right after you subscribe because that really helps me in knowing um, who needs what, and also make sure to describe any questions that you guys might have. I will be going on live every day, and hopefully I will be going on live every morning, probably around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, so that you guys can have the ability to know what your day holds and what kind of energies will be taking place, and also, how this will show the energy progressing throughout the month. So, with that said, I bid you guys farewell, and I hope that you guys have a very, very interesting and powerfully transforming month up ahead. And I hope that you guys can take this information and that it can help you moving forward into the future. So with that, I bid you guys farewell. Love and light to you all, and I hope you guys have a beautiful month. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for all.